Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Miss Heaton from Digital Learning Days. We're at home today, which is so strange, but I hope you guys are enjoying it. I am drinking my coffee and I am in sweatpants and my home clothes because we're at home today. So I'm going to be going over some things that we're going to be doing at home today, just like we're in school. So on Digital Learning Days, we talked about how we are still learning at home just as much as we would at school. So our day is going to look a little different, but Miss Heaton will be right here logging on with you each day. I have our schedule, so we're going to keep on moving on just like we're at school, right? So when we come on in the morning, the first thing we're going to do is, well, make sure you've eaten breakfast. So the first step in the morning when we're at school is we eat breakfast. So whether you eat breakfast at home or you eat in the cafeteria, before you get started in your work, you need to make sure that you have a good breakfast in the morning. So I already ate my breakfast, so I'm going to flip my schedule to finish breakfast. All right, finished. So the next thing we're going to do is check the blog. So step one is check the blog. When I'm checking the blog, I can find it in a few different ways. So I gave everybody a binder with all of their stuff in it. So this paper will have all the information on how to find links and websites throughout the activities. So the first one says Miss Heaton's blog. So we are going to go to www.cobblearning.net/Heaton. So there's a few ways that you can find the blog. You can find it by typing in the link straight off of that paper, looking very closely and typing in exactly what it says. Or you can go to the McClure website and go to faculty and staff and school links. So I'm going to have my iPad ready right here. And here is the McClure, or here is Miss Heaton's blog. So I know you guys can't really see it too well, but I'm just going to go along and show you guys how everything is already on there, and I'm accessing from an iPad today. You could also access from your phone if you'd like. Maybe at home you're using a cell phone, so you can go to the same website and the blog will work. Let me see if that will, can you guys see that? Yeah. The blog will work at home as well. So we're going to log into the blog every day. That's the first thing we're going to do. So after that, we can move our schedule because we've logged into our blog. All right. Next step, write in your agenda. So when we're writing in our agenda, we can look at the handout that's in our work binder this week. It looks like this. It's going to have all of the agenda items on there that we are doing for the entire week. So you can copy straight off of your agenda handout, or you can go to the blog. So if you're on the blog, you can kind of see it better if I turn it. If you're on the blog, you can scroll down to where it says write in your agenda. Click. And that will take me to a page where I can see my agenda for the week as well again. So I'm going to write in my agenda. So here's my agenda, and you have your agenda at home. So we would do just like how we would in school. So our first step is write in our agenda. So number one says CNN Write. And you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm writing in my agenda too. CNN Write, Spelling City, and for language arts, we're doing News to You. So I'm going to write N2Y for short. And then if you want to, you can put read article. I know on Mondays we usually write read article. This schedule says something a little different just so it's more clear to you at home what exactly you're doing, but we are reading an article. So if that's what you want to write, because that's what we usually write on Mondays, go ahead and write that. News to You, read article. All right, math, we are doing word problems. And for science, we're doing chapter 4, vibrations and sounds. So I know also while we're at school, sometimes we just write chapter 4, and that's okay too. So you can write chapter 4 if you'd like, or you can write the entire thing, chapter 4, vibrations and sounds. It's up to you. So even though you're not at school, we still want to make sure that we're putting everything in the right category. So I am on Monday, March 16th. I've written reading, language arts, math, science, and there are no social studies units for this month. There hasn't been at all this month, so I'm just going to put a little squiggly line through that to show that there are no social studies units this month. All right. Have your parents check over your agenda to make sure that our handwriting is nice and neat. Everybody has a handwriting slip to make sure that our letters are formed correctly. So if you look at yours and you self-check and think that you did a good job, we can move on to the next thing. So everybody has their stamp card. So we talked about how this week our stamp card is going to look different. There are no coin stamps at home, but the instruction is please put a smiley face or a check mark after you've completed each step. So you can check your own stamp card, or if a parent would like to check it this week for you, that's okay too. But you can kind of use this to self-assess. So you can do a smiley face or a check mark. So yesterday I did smiley faces. Today I'm going to do check marks. So eat breakfast, check, I did that. Write in my agenda, I just finished writing in my agenda. So usually it says morning meeting. Here it just says write in your agenda, but you guys know that during the morning meeting, we write in our agenda and we watch CNN 10. So your stamp card doesn't say CNN 10 on there, but know that that's the next step before we move on to the same thing. And it also says that in our agenda. CNN write in the morning with reading. Okay? All right, so we wrote in our agenda. I'm going to move over because we are done with writing in our agenda. Wow, we're getting through a lot. Next is CNN 10.